What's up, poetry lovers? Today, inspired by Goethe and Faust, from mostly Terence McKenna, showing me what this really means and what it is and what we're doing every day in the technology dream, nightmare, depends on what side you're on. Yeah. Get this going here. This one is called the Grand Faustian Dream. It's the Grand Faustian Dream. Create the invincible machine. Will it work or will it not? God, I hope so, so I can get off this rock. Grand delusion, or soon to be superconducting in superspace. Your will, your choice. Who will you give a voice? Technologic revolutionary hope. Grand Faustian dream, just to cope. Integrating cyborg mythology. Becoming a whole new ontology. Capacitance, reluctance. Magnetic frequency times flux. Tesla field strength. Vector field curl, creating the electrical time vortex to another world. So, seems like all of history is plagued by a sense of we're trying to overcome ourselves, the human will to just power, and how we don't use it properly. Once we get it, we still have the primate nervous system and ego and lack like holistic wisdom and intelligence. So the Faustian bargain is like this deal with the devil, and technology is kind of that in our world, in our life, because it has all these powers to move mountains and solve everything. And yet, autoimmune disease, it has no power. We're not solving that. We're anxiety disorders, it's not solving that. I mean, we throw pharmaceutical fixes at it, but they don't, I don't know, it's like, it's some whatever percentage that, maybe it's 50%, maybe it's whatever, that don't even work at all, or you try it and then it's worse, or it's not like really curative like any other science or physics where it's so precise to 2 decimal places or something, right? Like between prediction and actual results. So that's this Grand Faustian dream. We're trying to create this invincible machine so we can, Terence McKenna would say, turn the body inside out so we can live in the imagination. And so that impulse is in us very deep, to transcend ourselves, to transcend the human body. But I don't, it doesn't, there's pockets, right, where it's like possible in your life and with what's going on. But that's why I draw the contrast of the grand delusion. Is it just a grand delusion? I mean, 60-80% of the time I feel that way. So it's fun to hope for superconducting in superspace and floating in DMT land, and just like all boundaries are no longer relevant. You can fly and feel and be and jump and act at the speed of thought. So your will, your choice, who will you give a voice? It's always within us. to decide what we're going to do with our actions each day. What are we building towards? The hope for this revolution, because we're so disconnected from ourselves, grows more and more as we get sucked in the technology machine. So hopefully we're wise enough to create a good place to get sucked into, downloaded into a computer chip. So integrating cyborg mythology, we're trying to, like Elon Musk says we're already cyborgs, because your phone, just the data rate between you and your phone is pretty slow. So, it's thumbs or voice to text into your phone, and then you get the access of Google and all the information that the net has. So you just interface with this thing, and then you can, reply to people about a question in a conversation to know the truth. But it's led to a lack of ease or peace with just not knowing. So a new ontology. Ontology is the whole, like, theories on the nature of being, like what is the nature of things, the nature of this reality. We're redefining it. So, and I go into, these are all electrical engineering kind of terms, if you know them. Very good. So, capacitance, is related to capacitors, obviously. How much a capacitor can hold, how much electrical charge in the electric field. Reluctance, this is one that I'm most unfamiliar with. I want to say it's more of a power term. Well, yeah, the reluctance of certain chunks of metal to hold magnetic field strength is what I'm gonna go for. It's like magnetic resistance. And then magnetic frequency times flux. That's just a playful way. Flux is just like the amount of field going through a surface. Magnetic frequency. It's a fun term, but doesn't mean a whole lot. Tesla field strength. You see this as just play, right? This is just me kind of combining all these together into rhymes to have fun. So Tesla field strength. Tesla is actually the field strength quantity for magnetic fields. And then vector field curl, there's a concept for vector fields called curl that no organic systems can hold, because there's no way to get like circulation. If a bird wing tried to spin on an axis, then eventually it would the veins and blood flow would get pinched. So only non-organic systems can have like that as a mode of generating lift, and all these little motors and stuff that we build use a lot of that as its core concept of transporting energy, moving or distributing it. Anyway, so all this is just abstract, right? We're getting away from the organic, natural, simple world of the body and intuitive intelligence of touching the earth and feeling the smell of, see the flowers in the background, right? So some dream of this is to create the electrical time vortex to another world. So let's see how it goes. Hopefully it doesn't get too wild and weird before we're out of here. Till next time.